Simpson and Simjack appear to be in an arms race to bring out the best budget pedal sets. And in response to Simjack updating their Pro pedals to the UT/Ultimate pedals, they're the same model, Simpson have done the same with their SIMSONN Pro pedals, and now we have the Pro Plus pedals. And it is essentially an update to the existing pedal set. If you look at the design of them, just go around them, they look basically like the Pro pedals, but with some minor updates. Exactly what Simjack did with theirs. However, I do believe that Simpson made an error and sent me the wrong elastomers to go with this pedal set, because these are a lot thicker and they should have come with these. And these are the ones that come from my Simjack pedals. And if you look at the pictures on AliExpress for the Pro Plus, you'll see those elastomers, which is correct, and you see these as the extra sets that come with them. These are the old Pro pedal elastomers and springs. So they made an error. Now they did send me this to review, so I'm not going to complain about it. And fortunately I do have these, which I can basically try it on this brake anyway. So it doesn't really matter to me, but if you do buy this pedal set, yes, there is a chance that you might get shipped the wrong additional elastomers and get these instead. So you'll probably have to contact them if that's the case, but you know, maybe I'm just unlucky. And then lucky to send it to someone who's reviewing their pedals. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. So these are elastomers that should have come with it. These are 80 Shore, these are 90 Shore. The ones installed on this brake right now are, I'd imagine they're 50. See, there's a spring on the end, a shorter spring than they used to ship with the Pro pedals. So it's still a little bit longer than I'd like. I'd want something half the length of that, because there's still going to be a lot of travel on there, and I would like to see this more as a rather than a resistive spring that's going to have some travel in it. And then before I hit these elastomers, which that's going to happen, I'd rather it to be half the size of it, to be a preload spring, so there's a lot less travel on it. Now it's something I could swap out, but I think that's a bit of a mistake. If you look at the Simjack UT pedals, they do have a shorter spring there, and that works really well. That's a bit long for my taste, but I guess I'll find out for the review. Now, other things that are different to the Pro and the new Pro Plus pedals is, first off, actually, this one has a paint job. It's in black, but I'll talk about that in a moment. But for the brake, the plate that holds this 200 kilogram load cell to the frame is double the thickness than it used to be, which is important because there's a lot of force being pushed into that plate when you're pushing onto this hard brake pedal. So that's an improvement. The other thing they've changed, apparently, which they told me, but I'm not sure if I can tell a difference when I look at them right now, is they said they're using beefier bearings. Now the bearings on the Pro pedal set were fine. These to me look about the same, but I need to bring out that older pedal set just to have a look at them, just to check. One thing I can tell immediately though is they are using metal washers here. Previously they were using plastic washers to hold these in on, I think, this end as well, and also that end. So that's an improvement. But looking at it, it basically looks like the Pro pedals with some minor updates. Same size, same shape, design, just with some kind of improvements in the elastomers. So quick close up of these things. So spring, adjustable angle frame, gas springs, load cell sensor at the bottom, clutch same design as the throttle, other than we do get a different shape at the back to give it a clutch feel. It feels decent enough, and so does that. So very nice strong actually spring in this. I do like a strong throttle spring. Yeah, so they feel like the Pro pedals, basically the SIMSONN Pro pedals. And As I said, the only difference here, thicker plate there. The paint job on this is not great, if I'm honest about it. You can see it's kind of grainy because the metal underneath the sheet steel they use is clearly untreated. It's just a raw material, and it's taken on the sort of like the streakiness basically on the paint job. It's sort of a gloss paint. I don't think it's the best paint job or the best paint, but I guess it will work for this job. But they do look nicer in the pictures than they do closer up when you look at that paint, in my opinion. So yeah, kind of Darth Vader paint job on here. If you like Star Wars, then maybe you'll like these. But yeah, that's the first look at these guys. I will review them, but it's going to feel like I'm reviewing the SIMSONN Pro pedals with updates, and it's going to feel very much like I'm using the SimJack Ultimate pedals, because at the end of the day, both brands have brought out pedal sets which are really similar now, and they have been updating them over time, which is really good, because they are essentially dealing with all the criticisms which I brought out in my reviews. You know, whether or not they're, you know, these things are changing because of influence from, you know, someone like me and other reviewers who are bringing out, you know, picking out the different bits and pieces which could be improved on these pedals. You know, could be possibly, or just feedback from customers, who knows. But certainly an improvement over the Pro pedals. But SIMSONN do need to take care and make sure that people do get the right elastomers when they buy this pedal set, because that could be a problem for them otherwise. That is the controller box with a ground wire, so it to help deal with EMI issues if you face that. If you watch my SIMSONN Pro review, pedals review, I do talk about this in the last 15% of the video. I'll drop a link to that review, so go scan to the end if you want to find out about EMI issues that you could encounter with this controller box. Although I will talk about it again when I review these pedals, because I will. Though for me it's going to be a slightly boring review to make, because I kind of know the outcome, but I do need to test them as if I have never used them before, to be fair to the product. But yeah, there you have it guys, the new SIMSONN Pro Plus pedals. What do you reckon? Anyway, I will get these mounted to the rig at some point in the near future. I'll test them and I will bring out a full and detailed review. So stay tuned for that. And until then, thanks for watching, happy simming, and bye bye.